I first got in touch with Bruce after he noticed my work for Dance 4, as a director of photography but mostly as a composer. In this case, a synth-heavy beat was completely different to what I usually do. When I received his email with information regarding the project, I was lucky to find a first rough cut of the movie attached. I joined the project quite late, therefore shooting was finished more than a week ago in the desert of Colorado, a location that, in combination with a marvelous dress, is pure eye candy. But in terms of the creative process, joining in late was the best thing that could have happened. I was able to not only get the director's ideas and thoughts on the film, but could also write harmonies based on the visual's mood. The first thing that crossed my mind while improvising on the piano was a G minor chord that would not move, no matter which note plays below, until the key, a simple D, the dominant, appears. This simple line worked extremely well with an orchestra that plays a pianissimo tremolo, trills, combined with modern synth and, surprisingly, the defamiliarized sound of whales used as a synth pad. I also asked my friend Pingy, a violinist from Taipei, to join me in recording for the soundtrack in my small studio. As a classical musician, I was glad having acoustic live recordings, even if they're mixed differently to what would normally be the best for a classical recording. The extraordinary outer pictures in the film crave for rich, full and vibrant sounds. But I didn't want to give the audience too much in the beginning, because film music should reflect the visuals and, in this case, the characters' feelings and initial indoor shots. For a moment, the high frequencies are filled with the help of environmental sound effects, until a violin appears and joins the initial, let's call it atmospheric line, and obsessively repeats the G minor chord without changing the rhythm, motive, or anything. But the violin doesn't stop once it reaches G minor after the dominant, but continues and brings in G major for the first time. A few seconds later, the strings play an ascending line of spiccato, which stands out harmoniously from the beginning and takes precisely this G major chord as a key moment. A key moment in the development of the harmonies, but most importantly in the protagonist's thoughts. In short, translating visuals into music. This new line now offers all frequencies, from the very lows to the very highs. Finally music that is tantamount to the amazing audio footage. In the end, the creative process for this piece was quite simple. In order to enable a large, lengthy development of thought, especially with regard to the content of the film, I limited myself to clear, but not melodic construction around a chord, from which I spent the whole 3 minutes of music. In this way I could reflect the thoughts and final relief of the film's protagonist without losing too much touch to the image. I don't think it's proper to talk about a piece any longer than its actual playing time. Thanks for following me behind the scenes, and I hope you enjoy the short film.